It's the National. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Michaels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their 1st-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is brought in by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They run. It's Tucker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right? One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Mevis knocks this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Michaels. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Chargers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events. Sure 3 points. It's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tuipulotu got in and dropped it. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. And he is going to lose lose yardage here. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Josh Palmer, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
And they'll run with Tucker. Powerful running. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Tucker. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Nevis is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They begin the drive with Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They didn't know what crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll get this to about the 38. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Drill 52.
17-0 our score after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Knighton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you play strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hut, hut. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yellow, line, check white.
Again, it's Robinson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Knighton fighting through. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Smith, red. Chalk, 17. Set.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Chargers to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Holding, offense.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. On the ground, it's Tucker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. When the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. A gain of 32 that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Now it's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Tucker. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Commander defense able to hold. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now their defense came through to the goal line. Stan got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Michaels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on 1st down, Michaels. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pass incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, they got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Michaels. It's complete to Watt. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Back to throw. Michaels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Palmer. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
21.
To the air again, Herbert. Finds Johnston. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Now a deep one for Johnston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
That's going to be caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Go.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime, and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Tucker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Gonna throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington.
Ready.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson breaks through the contact. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fight, 97. Set.
Looking to throw. Michaels. This to McLaurin. Out. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
Back to throw. Michaels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready, ready. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Commanders first down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Michaels. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ready, go. Cut.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Cut. Ready.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Opposite. 3. Black swap. Cut. Go.
A give to the fullback. This is wide. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4 down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run the counter. It's Tucker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
On second down now, it's Tucker, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Sean Tucker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, set.
On first down, Michaels. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again. Michaels. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. I mean,
he's by himself, Keenan Allen. A big play there on the catch and run, 45 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up under.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's going on. Right back to him on first down. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On 1st and 10, Michaels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any side completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Down. Check pitch. Switch. Yellow. Yellow. Lonnie. Check white. Smith red. Blue check.
Operating from the gun. Michaels escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw on 2nd down, Michaels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. More from L.A. in a moment. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Back to throw. Michaels sets up the screen to Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Tucker, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 105 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 6 now. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they will take a knee here. So this one's over. It's in the win column.